Hello, Leo. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your general timeless reading. Keep in mind, energy and timing is fluid, so whenever you're guided to watch this message, you're likely going to find something in here for you. This is also for any major Leo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And so if this message does not resonate, I do encourage you to check your other signs and placements. Before jumping in with the cards, I want to talk about the energies I felt tapping into the Leo collective. It felt like this overwhelming anxiety, almost like a depressive state. It just felt like getting knocked down off of some type of high horse due to some type of family issues. I feel family issues are really upsetting right now. There is some type of solution that is needing to be found. You might have to maybe relocate to a new home. That might be possible. But I feel it's really time to do the inner work to regain your inner compass. I feel a Leo here that is way off balance, really needing to regain some type of composure. I feel secrets coming out that will affect your overall family life or well-being. And so I feel some type of relationship here or partnership here where you just aren't on the same page when it comes to your values and what it is that you want out of life. And so I also feel like an ex too. Somebody may still want to have some type of control or possession over an ex here, but I feel breaking free. It's time to make a getaway. I feel a Leo here that's making a getaway. So let's jump in with some cards. Let's see what else needs to come through with the cards. But I just feel like somebody here has kind of skirted on some type of family obligations, maybe with children. I'm not sure, but I do feel an opportunity for healing and truth. Healing and truth. So I do feel somebody here was led astray by lies, by falsehoods. This could be some old family beliefs. I do feel the full moon eclipse in Taurus is going to shine a light on some hidden secrets. So some truth can kind of be exposed. And I do feel this is stemming around your soul's purpose, right? Live your soul, not a role. And so I do feel a lot of remembrance here. I feel there's something being activated right now when it comes to some truth being exposed. So it is time to break free and to get away from something. But I do feel you can't get away from family obligations, Leo, is a big, big message. And so you might find somebody really asserting themselves, triggering you in the energies. But let's see what else needs to come through for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node messages for Leo. There's going to be a major purge here. There's a lot of things in your life that can't stay the same anymore. You could be dealing with a negative person. You could be this negative person. There is definitely a negative circumstance here that must be purged. Purge and cleanse. And I think fear has been holding you back. And I got to tell you, fear is an illusion. You might be finding it hard to find your words. There is a connection here where I feel a big disconnect. And if you are with somebody, I still feel like you're feeling all alone in a state of anxiety and depression. I do feel somebody here that's been knocked down. And there is going to be a major purge. You're going to have to face your fears. I feel somebody here has either put a lot of expectations on you, or you're the one with too many expectations. And when we expect something, that creates all kinds of negative experiences, right? And so I do feel a need to spend some time alone in order to regain some composure. And I do feel you're learning to mother and nurture yourself. So you know, people will only take care of us and meet us where we're at. And so if we're not treating our mind, our body, our soul, and our entire life as sacred, then nobody else is going to see the sacredness in you if you can't see that yourself. And so I do feel there could be a very painful ego death going on here, Leo. As you know, you kind of got to dismiss the lower ego and all of these negative thoughts. If you want joy and love in your life, you also have to be coming from a place of unconditional love. And so There's going to be a message here. It might not be what you want to hear. It might not be what you're expecting, and it might throw you right into the void, which is kind of like the dark night of the soul. There is going to be a decision being made here. We're not here just to skirt through life, you know, doing the 9 to 5, doing what society says is best for us. We're here to make conscious choices. We all have the ability to better our life, to help others better their lives. And I do feel we all have the ability to practice unconditional love. And so I do feel an unhealthy relationship here, riddled with criticism. And the criticism is really a reflection of what you need to heal deep down in the core here. And so I do feel a very unhealthy relationship. But this relationship is showing you how to love yourself. That's kind of what I feel here. So let's move on to a different deck. Let's see what other messages need to come through for you. Oh boy. We get the Art of Seduction and Oh Sunny Day. You know, I feel somebody here, either you or somebody you're dealing with, has really expected you to be their happiness, to be their light. And you know what? We can't expect that from other people. If we don't find joy and happiness on our own internally, nobody else is going to be able to fill any voids that we have. I do feel a Leo here that's been trying to fill a void, maybe using sex as a weapon. I feel somebody's using sex as a weapon. We've got a feminine here trying to seduce a masculine. I do feel this masculine has maybe romantic feelings for somebody else. And I do feel like this person can no longer be your shelter. Somebody here has been sheltered. Maybe you lived a sheltered life, but I feel somebody is breaking free from a temptress is what it feels like. So let's see what else needs to come through for you. Wow, 4 1, 2, 3, 5 cards just come flying out the deck. Liberty. There's crossroads energy here. I do feel it's time to put the past behind is what I'm feeling. I do feel it's time to break yourself out of some type of cage or entrapment here. It's time to choose freedom and liberation. So crossroads energy, you're at a major fork in the road, at the divine Y, at a pivot point. And like, you know, like seasons change, so do we, right? Nothing ever stays the same in life. Change is constant. And so 42 breaking down to a 6. I do feel a move here, a change in homes. We get like a bird. It's a 22 card. So this is also speaking about self-mastery. I feel spirit is pushing somebody into some type of spiritual transformation. We get the transformation card, 26. That might be significant. 26 also breaks down to an 8. Karma. What goes around comes around. I think you're going to have to find the strength within you to go deep into a heart awakening. I do feel a lot of heart pain coming through. And I just feel somebody's really weaved some type of entanglement here, weaving flowers. It's a 33. 33 is a master number. I always associate 33 with the Sisterhood of the Rose, Divine Feminine. 33 is also linked to Masonic Gnostic knowledge as well. I do feel somebody here is going through a higher heart activation, getting ready to embrace some big time changes. Birds of a feather flock together. You're really going to need to watch the company that you keep, because it is time to spread your wings. I do feel like day and night. So it's like after this transformation, you might be unrecognizable, Leo. I just feel like there's a situation here, maybe with 2 different people, and they're like night and day. 2 complete opposite energies here that you might be dealing with. It's also the energy of Jekyll and Hyde. Maybe by day you're one person and at night you're somebody else, and now it's time to bring forward your truth. It kind of looks like she's wearing a little bit of a mask, and so we could have somebody here that is 2 different people. Maybe they go to their day job, they're a completely different person. They come home at night, and you know, when nighttime falls, they're a completely different person. But I do feel there's going to be some type of tower, keys on a tree. I feel somebody's really been up on some type of high horse here, and they're about to get a wake-up call. They're about to get knocked down. This is also a 49 card breaking down to 13, which is the energy of death, transformation, and rebirth. And so, yeah, this fall energy, if you look at that elephant, they've got a key, they're in a cage. This fall energy is going to be the key for you to follow your dreams. And I do feel your dreams have been speaking to you. I feel it's been, you know, a long ride up, and it's going to be a very hard fall. So let's look into the tarot, Leo, see what else needs to come through. But there's basically a change. As the seasons change, I think you can no longer stay where you're at. Something here needs to fall away. Two of Wands in reversed, King of Cups in reversed. Well, there's stuckness. There is crossroads. Somebody here is not willing to take the next step. Somebody here is lacking the ambition to make a better choice. There's definitely a partnership here that lacks expansion, that isn't moving forward. You don't share the same dreams with this person. And we've got a King of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that is not trustworthy, really isn't honorable, definitely not devoted to this situation. This is somebody that you cannot trust. This is not a safe person for you. This is somebody that is not emotionally available for a romantic relationship that has hidden intentions. There are hidden intentions here. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Messages for Leo. I just saw the Five of Cups in reversed on the bottom of the deck, and so there's been a lot of challenging emotions coming up. 10 of Cups, Five of Wands in reversed, the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Swords in reversed, the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. You can't fight fate. You cannot avoid fate. Something here is fated and destined. And I feel somebody here has kept their foot stuck in the wheel, and they've created their own delays and challenges when it comes to a fresh new start in love. But blocks are about to be removed. The blinders are about to come off. Somebody here has had the rose-colored glasses on. I feel trying to make something work, but I feel a withdrawal. There could even be a job loss. The Eight of Coins reversed, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Overall energy is victory. You will have success. Maybe you're going to get a promotion at work. You could, this is the energy of making a wise choice will bring you success. Choosing to no longer engage in dramatic conflict is going to bring you a success. I do feel, is this worth your time? I feel everything looks good on the outside, but is it really good on the outside, Leo? This is family issues. I do feel with the Four of Cups down here and the Six of Cups up here, I just feel like watering a dead tree, beating a dead horse. And I do feel like no matter how much you try and pretend that you're in a happy, committed relationship, there's a lack of emotional contentment. I do feel there is a lack of emotional contentment. You could be having relationship issues with your children. Are you raising your children wisely? Are you really with somebody that you can trust? Are you trustworthy, Leo? Because I do feel there's going to be a conflict. And I think there's been a lot of opposing opinions. There's been a lot of really distorted views of the ego here. Somebody here, I think, has a superiority complex going on here. And this has been a block to a beautiful new emotional experience. And so what we need to remember is 10s are completions. 10s are endings. Endings lead to new beginnings in love. And so maybe this is a journey of self-love. This Ace of Cups, you know, dolphins are spiritual partners. They mate for life. They don't, you know, when they have that initial, imprintedness on another dolphin, that is their person for life. And when that dolphin passes away, they don't remate. And so I feel here it's time to start to love yourself. Maybe it's time to go your own way for a while. I do feel like looks good on the outside, but on the inside everything is kind of falling apart here, and it's kind of time to embrace a new opportunity for happiness, to get your foot out of this wheel, because I do feel you've created your own challenges and delays because you are afraid to maybe go in a new direction. We can't embrace positive changes if we're not willing to look at things at face value. And I do feel a Leo here that's either been unwilling or unable to make a decision. They've been living with their rose-colored glasses on, but they see clearly. If you look at this too, of she's got like the veil over her eyes, but she can see through that veil. And so I just feel ignoring the truth, ignoring what it is that you know on your heart, pretending that everything's fine, pretending there isn't a problem, but there's a big problem here. And I do feel a recognition of no longer wanting to invest in this unwise choice. I do feel this could lead to a job loss, but I just feel like you don't want to invest in this anymore. You really don't want to invest in this anymore. I do feel the death of a situation here. I do feel a very addictive situation. Maybe this person at one point in time was a shoulder for you to lean on, but I do feel this has been a very heavy weight, a very heavy burden. And I do feel, you know, you've been trying to people please others, trying to make everybody happy. But what about your own heart, Leo? Because I do feel you're being asked to stop investing in something that really isn't going to bring you wish fulfillment. It's okay to admit when we make an unwise choice, right? It's okay to admit that. But we can't keep avoiding taking accountability for what we create in our reality, because then we would be lacking integrity, right? And so I do feel if you've had the questionable motives, maybe it's time to turn your back on some manipulative behavior. But I do feel there's been this holding back from healing. And there's been a lot of lies going on here. That's interesting. The King of Swords was upright. Oh my gosh, what video was that? Was that Sagittarius? And the Queen of Wands was reversed. So might want to check out the Sag reading. This is like role reversal energy going on here. But we've got a masculine here, not committed, not giving anything, very ungrounded. And I feel we've got a feminine here saying, hey, I know I'm worth it. I know I got a lot to offer. I'm strong. I'm independent. Maybe you're ready to go your own way. I think you could be dealing with some type of narcissist here, somebody that lacks control, that lacks accomplishment. You're dealing with somebody that really doesn't have a lot of compassion, is kind of what it feels like. So let's clarify the wheel reverse, because there's a fresh start trying to come in here. And it's like you're resistant to releasing something that I feel has been dead and gone for quite some time. Look at that. Yeah. So we get the release reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, the Emperor reversed. You're dealing with some type of narcissist. You could be dealing with somebody that abuses their authority. There's a lack of success, a lack of structure and discipline. This is not somebody you want to lead you. This is somebody that leads others into danger. And I do feel like something here is over. There's nothing left here to celebrate. The divine and the angels are saying, if you want peace and prosperity, you're going to have to release this. I feel there was already an ending that is leading you to a new beginning, but there's this clinging to control, to some type of foundation where there really is no contentment. There's no peace. There's no prosperity. You're dealing with a tyrant here, and I do feel there's a need to release this person. Could be an Aries. It doesn't have to be. But this is somebody that pretends to be an emperor, is an emperor wannabe. We could have somebody here that abandons their children. But I do feel it's time to embrace this spiritual transformation. You're dealing with somebody that is holding you back. I feel this Scorpio season is going to bring this to light. Yeah. It's like the spark is gone. I think this person makes you feel emotionally bankrupt. Maybe you needed this person for some type of an assistance, and, you know, that went to their head. Or maybe you're dealing with somebody who's having financial issues and they needed you for assistance. But I feel you don't want to invest anymore. I think it's time to stop investing. Maybe you've been very generous. Maybe we got two people here that are materialistic and all they care about is the money. But I feel there's a lack of love. There's a lack of practicality. There's a lack of family structure here. And you've allowed this to continue. So I think get ready for a wake-up call. All is not as it seems. All is not as it seems. I do feel there could be a loss of financial security. There's a lack of honoring family traditions here. I do feel, get ready for a wake-up call. You're going to have to work through that fear. You're going to have to let go of that fear. There's going to be a revelation, I feel, during the full moon eclipse in Taurus on the weekend. And you better pay attention, because the divine is saying it's time for you to go towards maybe dedicating time to yourself. Slow and steady. I do feel somebody took action. They didn't plan. They didn't think. They jumped the gun. They started something here. They got something going. They didn't pay attention to the details. And now I just feel like nothing grew. Nothing grew. Get ready to receive a message you don't want to hear. I do feel there's going to be a tough message coming, a challenging conversation coming. And I do feel there's resistance to moving on from a connection that I feel is not working out anymore. Taurus energy. There is the breakdown of a false commitment. And I do feel like you know this. You know this. It's like, is this worth it? To be bored, to be discontent, to be distracted. I do feel depression. I feel soul suppression. And I feel a lack of going within. It's time for this period of self-discovery. It really is time to maybe spend some time in meaningful solitude and learn to love yourself. I do feel, get ready for a major wake-up call. Let's clarify the Six of Wands, because there is victory after sorrow here. But I do think something needs to be walked away from. Yeah, maybe there's victory over a love bomber. I do feel it's time to go your own way. I do feel it's time to find your strength to release a childish romance. I do feel, you know, it's a fun, flirty energy, but there's a lack of love. There's a lack of balance. I do feel maybe at one point in time somebody made your heart flutter, but I feel victory lies in you finding your strength to assert yourself and to say, hey, I'm good. I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to learn to be independent, independently owned and operated. And I do feel maybe it's time to just be alone for a little while, Leo. Yeah, because there's a lack of clarity. There's a lack of healing. And there's that awakening, because I do feel you've been playing the martyr. Pisces energy. It's really time to go within and self-reflect. I do think you're awakening to maybe see this in a whole new light. It's time to lay down a family burden. And maybe this has been carried on for too many generations. I feel stress. I feel anxiety. I feel heart issues. I do feel it's time to find balance in your life before the universe comes in and wipes that rug right from under you. It's going to feel like the rug's getting pulled from under you, because it's time to take those next steps. It's time to move forward, and there's resistance to moving forward. That's kind of what I got for you, Leo. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out my description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.